Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment, is a groundbreaking book that aims to bring readers towards profound sense of spirituality and peace. Tolle presents simple yet profound teachings that have helped millions attain a deeper sense of self-awareness and inner tranquility. Here's a detailed summary. The concept of now. The central concept of Tolle's work is the idea of living entirely in the present moment, referred to as the now. According to Tolle, most of us live in a state of mental abstraction, continuously preoccupied with past regrets or future anxieties, and we're seldom truly present. The book is about awakening to the reality that the only moment we ever truly live in is now, and all real peace, joy, and fulfillment can only be found here. The ego and the pain body. Tolle introduces the concept of the ego, the false self that we identify with, based on our personal history, beliefs, and thoughts. He explains that the ego thrives on conflict and separation, and is the primary source of human suffering. Alongside this, he introduces the pain body, an energy form made up of all our past emotional suffering. When the pain body awakens, we find ourselves thinking negative thoughts and experiencing negative emotions. The power of consciousness and being. One of the key teachings in the book is the distinction between our thoughts, our mind, and our consciousness, our self. Tolle suggests that we are not our minds or the incessant internal chatter, but the consciousness or the awareness behind it. This recognition brings about the state of being, where we realize our true nature, which is eternally present and more profound than our thoughts and emotions. Living in the now. Tolle suggests several practices and techniques to stay in the now. These include observing the mind, focusing on the inner energy field of the body, and becoming aware of the silence and space that surrounds us. He emphasizes that living in the now doesn't mean neglecting planning for the future. Instead, it means maintaining awareness and presence while doing so. Enlightenment and Surrender. Tolle talks about enlightenment as the state of being rooted in the now and recognizing our true nature beyond our form identity. He suggests that we can reach this state through surrender, which means accepting the present moment unconditionally. Surrender is not about giving up or being passive. It's about aligning with the flow of life and letting go of resistance to what is. Interpersonal Relationships. The book also delves into interpersonal relationships. Tolle believes that true relationship is possible only in the now, and that love has its truest form in the absence of the ego. He suggests that any relationship that isn't rooted in the now will be dominated by dysfunction and inevitable conflict. Practical applications. Tolle offers practical advice on how to apply the teachings in everyday life situations, like dealing with conflict, illness, or stress. Essentially, the key is to bring presence into every moment and accept it as it is, realizing that circumstances don't create our experience, but our relationship to them does. The power of now is essentially a call to consciousness, urging us to wake up from the dream of thought and realize the vastness and beauty of who we truly are. Tolle reminds us that we are not separate, isolated entities, but integral parts of the interconnected web of life. The book serves as a spiritual guide, helping readers navigate through the challenges of modern life to find inner peace and enlightenment. It's about recognizing and stepping out of the psychological time that engenders endless suffering and stepping into the timeless realm of the present moment, which is all there ever is.